Hey everyone, it's Jen, and I'm currently in Boston for Christmas week. I'm staying with my folks, and I went rifling through some of the stuff I have stored at their place because I knew I had some Christmas themed vintage items that I wanted to share with you. So I found these magazines called Co-Ed. That was the magazine for career girls and homemakers of tomorrow, and it was published by Scholastic Magazines. And I have three 1958 issues here, and one of them just happens to be a Christmas issue. So I thought it would be fun to do a flip through and maybe some reading and commentary on that issue. So this one here is from May 1958. And then my next one is from November 1958. You see what it looks like there. And then I have the Christmas 1958 issue, which, as you can see, features a lovely family decorating their Christmas tree. So we've got mom, dad, their daughter, and son here. And there's their tree that they're decorating. And you see all sorts of items down here, Christmas boxes, etc. So I don't know how this will turn out because I'm just recording it with my phone camera and microphone. My tripod, of course, is back in Utah. But let's go ahead and take a look. So I'm going to put these two aside for now. And we'll just go ahead and take a look at this. So this is Co-Ed magazine. And then here's what the pages look like. So let's see. Oh, I'm trying not to wreck it too much. So let's see. It says, "We bring in the holly, the ivy, the pine, the spruce and the hemlock together we twine. With evergreen branches our walls we array, for the keeping of Christmas, our high holiday. Glory to God in the highest we sing, peace and goodwill of the tidings we bring." And then let's see, we have here, so it's pretty much a heavily Christmas themed issue. So let's see, the contents in for fashion, we've got window shopping with Co-Ed, a new look at your wardrobe, and the Co-Ed cheering squad. And then under food and festivity, we have a trim the tree party, party perfect recipes for your file, and a cook's tour. And then Christmas with Co-Ed, we've got wrapping up Christmas for Mom, Graham, and Aunt Em, for Dad, Gramps, and Uncle Ed, for sisters and girlfriends, for brothers and boyfriends, and then fun with foil. So basically we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different Christmas articles, and then we've got 7 with the Trim the Tree Party article. And then let's see, we've got Co-Ed's Beauty Book, Chapter 4, Your Makeup. And then under Personality Parade, we've got She Has the Recipe for Success, Resolved, A Happy New Year by Gayhead, Joy to the World, which I'm sure is another Christmas-related article, A Labor of Love by Claire Goucher, and then No Trespassing, and then there's fiction in features as well. So we've got Your 3 Cents Worth, The Gypsy Heart by Arlene Hale, The Gift of the Magi by O. Henry, which is a Christmas story, Here's How, Let's Go, Christmas USA, Co-Ed Contest Winners, What My Home and Family Mean to Me, and then a crossword puzzle. So they actually pack quite a bit into what is a pretty thin magazine. So I'm sure most of these articles are fairly short. But we'll take a look. And I'm not going to do a whole lot of reading just because I'm having some just a little issues with my voice tonight, having to clear my throat a lot, which thankfully with the camera I'm using right now, I can pause when I need to do that so you won't hear it. So, but let's take a look. I thought this would be fun. Okay, so here this is about having a party. It's a trim the tree party. And then over here, we've got this lovely picture. So I'm kind of surprised, like, these women actually have much shorter hair than I would expect in a magazine from 1958. So you see they're getting ready for the party. And then over here we have a suggested menu. So we've got an American blue cheese olive ball, Christmas cold cuts, red and green bean salad, breads and rolls, cherry holiday sugar cookies, fluffy eggnog, and assorted chocolates. And then you see just different Christmas decorations on the pages. Okay, so the idea with this, so this magazine is aimed at teenage girls or girls just going into college as well. And so the idea of this particular article is to throw a family party hostessed by you. Christmas is a time of doing for others. Doing for your own family is the best present you can give them. Come along and see how we've planned this festive occasion. All you have to do is follow the plan. You can make it a real occasion by writing out an invitation to the entire family, which you'll post where all will see it. It can be placed on the breakfast table a few days ahead, or if you have family bulletin board, put it up there. You might write it in the form of a memorandum. And then it has a suggestion for how you should write it. So, memo to all the Smiths from Jane Smith. Be a guest in your own home on December 24th at 6:30 p.m. You're in for a big surprise. Here's the plan. Step 1, of course, your Christmas tree will already be there, ready to be glorified. You'll get out the family store of Christmas balls and lights collected through the years and the shiny new original ornaments you've had so much fun making. And then there's easy directions appear on page 38 of the magazine for how to make some ornaments. Step 2, you'll prepare a delicious supper. And then step 3, you'll think up a number of activities to keep everyone's spirits high. And then it gives you an idea of like getting records of Christmas carols and favorite popular songs with the holiday note. Let mom and dad use their ingenuity as chief tree decorators. You and Junior can help by handing them ornaments. So I think one of the things I've noticed in like other vintage articles and things about Christmas in the US is that I think a lot of times decorating the tree was actually done on Christmas Eve. So it makes me wonder how long they would leave the trees up for, because when I was a kid, we usually decorated our tree in I want to say early to mid, probably, actually, all right, I'm going to say mid-December, like maybe by December 15th or so. And then we would generally leave the tree up until, I want to say, approximately January 6th, which, if I remember correctly from what my mother told me, was like the Feast of the Epiphany, or she referred to it as Little Christmas. So if you know anything about that, please feel free to share it in the comments. So, and then it just goes on. The main highlight of the evening will be the supper which you've prepared. And then let's see. So the foods are deliberately tied in with the traditional holiday colors, red and green. You might decorate your tablecloth as shown in our photo. So you see in this photo here, we got trees and little ornaments on the tablecloth as well. Trees and balls are cut out of red and green colored paper. Use your creative talent to design them with crayon or white ink and use transparent tape to make them adhere to the cloth. So it's going to be a buffet-style dinner. And I'm sorry for the shadow of my hand. The light is kind of right above me, so I can see what I'm reading. Let's see. And using the family's best silverware and pretty, shining, clean plates. So you need mugs for the eggnog and a pitcher for serving it, salad bowl, Christmas napkins, Christmas candles. Let's see. I just want to see what it says about what to serve. So a cheese ball centerpiece, which you see on the tree, of cold cuts in the photo, is garnished with pimento stuffed sliced green olives. So this is our cheese ball, and then, oh, it's garnished. So I think these things right on the top of the cheese ball is olives stuffed with pimentos. So sliced green olives. And this is a nifty idea to use for any number of occasions when food is a star. It's tasty and easy to shape, and furthermore, should there be anything left of it, it can be reshaped, refrigerated, and served again the next day as an hors d'oeuvre for Christmas company. And then there's a red and green bean salad, which should be made a day in advance and chilled. Cherry holiday sugar cookies, you want to make those ahead of time as well, of course. And then shop for cold cuts bread and a box of assorted chocolates. And then eggnog. So it's like, I'm kind of curious, like reading this, that this actually seems like a pretty meager menu for a party, if you ask me. So, and then something about dancing, talking to your parents to reminisce about their own childhood Christmases. Yeah, that's a pretty meager menu, I think, compared to the way we eat today. Okay. Oh, sorry. The page is like not quite. There we go. All right. Let's see. So these are the recipes. So this tells you, let's take a look at how they make the American blue cheese olive ball. 1 cup crumbled American blue cheese, about 5 ounces. 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese. 1 cup grated cheddar. 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. 1/4 cup chopped pimento stuffed green olives and sliced pimento stuffed green olives. And then 2 tablespoons of milk. So combine cheese, milk, and Worcestershire sauce. Beat until creamy, add chopped olives, and mix well. Shape into a ball in waxed paper. Chill 2 hours or until firm. Remove paper and garnish with sliced olives. Serve with crackers as desired. And then, let's see, so for the red and green bean salad, 1 pound can red kidney beans, well drained. 2 1-pound cans cut green beans, drained. 1 cup sliced sweet gherkins. Ooh, I do not like sweet gherkins. Yuck. 1 large red onion, sliced. 1 cup sugar and 1 cup vinegar. And then a half cup salad or olive oil. So I guess you could use like a vinaigrette, like an Italian vinaigrette or something like that instead of the olive oil. Which honestly, if I was going to make that's probably what I would do, is I would use like a salad dressing, like a Italian vinaigrette. And then combine all ingredients, mix well, cover and chill 1 to 2 days before serving. Makes about 8 servings. It says 8, right? Yeah, 8. So And then let's see, we've got our sugar cookies, fluffy eggnog. So we've got eggs. I don't see any rum in this recipe. I would have to have rum in my eggnog. And then there's a couple of more recipes here as well. One for fudge squares, which is an incredibly simple recipe. So it's 2 6-ounce packages of semi-sweet chocolate morsels with 2/3 cup sweetened condensed milk, 1 teaspoon vanilla. And then all you're going to do is melt semi-sweet chocolate morsels over hot, not boiling water in top of double boiler. Remove from heat, stir in milk and vanilla, mix well, turn into an 8-inch square pan and cut into squares. Chill. Makes about, what does that say? I feel like it says 15 pounds, but it must be 1.5 pounds. Or, all right, let me see. Let's get the camera down there. 1.25 pounds. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I'm sorry, I'm like trying to read over the top of the camera. And then the other recipes are pineapple candy squares and minted walnuts, which is an interesting idea. Honestly, looking at this recipe, that sounds really disgusting to me. Minted walnuts. Mint flavored nuts. No. All right, and then this is a story. I think this is our fiction story. We're going to just focus on the Christmas stuff here. And then, let's see, she has the recipe for success. Home economist in action. And again, not a Christmas-oriented article, so we'll skip that one. Article about your makeup. And if you guys enjoy this and you would like to see some of these articles in another video, I can certainly do that. And also I could do like flip-throughs of the other 2 issues I have. I'm going to bring all 3 of these back to Utah with me. So that's definitely a possibility. But for now, since we're in the Christmas spirit, let's just stick to Christmas. Sense and sensibility. And then wrapping up Christmas. So we got another Christmas article here. This one is different effects you can do for gift wrap. So let's see. This top one suggests to make a neat gift package, avoid the bulky look, measure just enough paper needed to go around a box. I'm going to pull this up some so I can actually read it. Cut and tear off the measured paper, leaving the remainder intact on the roll to wrap a smaller gift. Tuck in the corners neatly and quickly using cellophane tape on the invisible seal for smooth closures, and then bring ribbon around box, knot it, and clip ends short. Make ribbon bow separately and tie it over the knot. So, and it then basically gives you the instructions there. So it's pretty simple instructions for gift wrapping. So presumably for people who have never wrapped a gift in their life or seen anyone else wrap a gift. Okay, and then, all right, so here's some samples of different gifts that they recommend. So these ones are for Mom, Graham, and Aunt M. And if you look, let's see, we've got, okay, so they even actually, they suggest very specific brands. So we give her DeBarry's new Royal Bee Compact with compressed powder containing royal jelly. It's refillable and it's only $3.75 plus tax. And then next we have, it's a little Singer sewing hamper. And that one's $4.98. And then down here, let's see, we have that favorite aunt will entertain with a gay heart when she wears a rose-trimmed apron made by you. The rose fabric appliques are from McCall's aptly pressed pattern 2127. So this one actually intends that you make a gift using a sewing pattern. So, and then Grandma has a sweet tooth and a green thumb. Make her fabulous minted walnuts gaily packaged in flower pots. And that's the recipe we saw on page 6, which I still think sounds absolutely disgusting. Fragrance from Mom's Purse, Twinkling Christmas. Twinkling Christmas tweed, icicle candle. I guess I'm not really sure what this is. Is it an actual candle, or is it a scent, a fragrance from Mom's Purse? Twinkling Christmas tweed, icicle candle, $1.25. I'm not really even sure what this gift is. Is it like something you just leave in your purse to fragrance the purse? Or is it like a spray cologne that smells like twinkling Christmas tweed? Or is it an actual candle? It's hard to say, even from the picture. And then down here, when a kiss under the mistletoe from Mom, give her a batch of rose geranium apple jelly that you made all by your clever self. So what's interesting about this to me is that this magazine is targeted at girls, and it talks about kissing your mother under the mistletoe. And I always think of like mistletoe as being like kind of having a romantic connotation, like you put up mistletoe because someone you're attracted to, you want to catch them to kiss them under it. But I guess maybe it's like a family tradition as well, and like everybody kisses under the mistletoe. I don't know. And then let's see, the last gift is, does that say Hanes? I'm sorry, my vision is terrible. Hames or Hanes? Hanes. Surprise Grandma with Hanes lovely seamless stockings for $1.35. All right, and then over here for Dad, Gramps, and Uncle Ed, let's see, we have add a good grooming note to your dad's Christmas stocking with Menon's Skin Bracer and New Body Cologne. Set of both costs $3. And then with Uncle's Heart, win Uncle's Heart with a two-way gift of Royal Hawaiian macadamia nuts and shaving mug. 7-ounce jar of nuts, $1.98. Royal Hawaiian is still a pretty popular brand of macadamia nuts, I believe. And then make a hit with Grandpa via the goodies route. He'll gobble up these fudge and pineapple candy squares that you made yourself. And then there was a recipe for that we looked at. Go practical and cater to Dad's foot comfort with striped corduroy slippers with soft cushioned crepe sole and black and red, $3.99. Brighten his wardrobe of socks, red, brown, and navy, 59 cents a pair at Tom McCann stores. I remember Tom McCann stores in the mall when I was a kid. I don't know if they exist anymore. And then this car happy man on your list will go for the safety visor valet. It holds the extras needed for driving comfort. So let's see. There's a pen. So that looks like a cigarette holder, doesn't it? Like a package to hold your cigarettes in. I'm going to say. And then I'm not really sure what these other items are. Maybe this would be a case for like sunglasses or something. All right. And then there's more gift ideas here, so we're just going to take a look at them. I'm not going to read them all. But these ones are for sisters and girlfriends. So we've got perfume up here. And then we've got shampoo, Breck shampoo. Do they still make Breck shampoo? I'm not sure. I haven't seen it in the store in a long time, but I think they actually might still make Breck. There's a bracelet of golden hearts for a sister or very best friend. And then a cotton shirt. This is called Dorothy Gray's Hidden Charm Set. Will make little sis flip. Toilet water, bubble bath, hand lotion, soap, all delicately scented in 2 charms. Also $2 plus tax. And then you're supposed to buy your big sister handsome, handy pieces of serving silver. Okay, I hope the big sister is married and living on her own if you're going to be giving her a gift like this. And then up here, let's see, we got brothers and boyfriends. So we got a shirt, we've got a jewel box. So that's for cufflinks. You can see in there's cufflinks, a watch, and actually, is that like a chain? What is that? I'm not sure what that is. It looks like a chain to me, but, and then whatever that piece is. And then let's see, we got a lovely scarf. Super fingering wool, which I think is quite like soft. Coats and Clark's super fingering wool. And this is actually a scarf. They're suggesting you knit a scarf, not that you go out and buy one. So you're making the scarf with Coats and Clark's super fingering wool. And then for free instructions, you can write away to the needlework editor at Coed. So that's so you're going to be a bit late on getting your boyfriend, on making your boyfriend this scarf if you're getting this magazine sometime in December. But maybe you can make him a scarf for next year. And then finally we have give your kid brother or your nephew a boost in the right direction with the new game Careers. It provides real-life problems for the players to work out as they choose jobs and face problems. Wow. That sounds like a really boring game, or maybe a really interesting one. It's hard to say. So that's by Parker. I'm assuming that's what's now Parker Brothers. So that's interesting. Oh, and what was this last thing here? For that cool cat on your list, choose Sportsman Shaving Lotion. And it's made to look up like a cat. It's called Cool Cat. That's cute. All right, and then The Gift of the Magi by O. Henry. A Christmas story about a young couple who sacrificed 2 treasures and kept a greater one. O. Henry, of course, classic short story writer. And this is a very popular story. Maybe for next Christmas, I'll read this story. And then, oh, it's interesting. Down at the bottom here, it says, this story will be presented as a TV musical starring Sally Ann Howes and Gordon McRae on CBS TV on December 9th. So I wonder, this magazine, maybe it like the December issue comes out in like November, like sometime in November, so you can kind of get a head start on things, because that's like pretty early to be noting a Christmas story on television, I think. Okay, and then we have an article, Cook's Tour, where's the world's highest ski jump? Where do they eat breakfast in school? Where do they make the best Christmas cake? Norway. Red hot and rave dishes, tomato soup specials. You know, I just realized I don't think I've seen any advertising. Let's just flip through this. So, okay, so this is, so far, this far into the magazine, I mean, these things, obviously, they're a type of subtle advertising because they're about specific brands, etc. And I'm sure these are like probably paid promotional items or paid suggestions. But so far, we don't really have any overt advertising. Of course, things like recipes mentioned specific name brands. So, for example, in this one, we've got for barbecue chicken, we want 2 packages of Swanson frozen chicken parts. And then blend in 1 can of Campbell's tomato soup. So I'm going to guess this is an ad. Yeah. Okay, so down here, if you would like more recipes, if you would like more recipes, send for other easy, super recipes right to Carol and Campbell, Home Economics Department, Campbell Soup Company in Camden. I'm assuming that's Camden, New Jersey, right? Yeah, Camden 1, New Jersey. So this looks like an article, but really it's a Campbell's soup ad. So today this would probably have something, because it actually says right here, Carolyn Campbell, Home Economics Department, Campbell Soup Company. So in today, if this was published in a magazine like this, it would say something like sponsored supplement or classified sponsored advertising or something like that somewhere on the page. And then let's see, we got an article, Resolved, a Happy New Year, and talks a bit more about shopping days till Christmas. After that, only 7 more thinking days to the new year. Turning over a new sheet on the calendar traditionally means turning over a new leaf, so put on your thinking caps. On the back of your things to buy list, make a problems to solve list and check them off one by one. You'll want the solutions for the new year so that you can make resolutions to last the year through. And then it looks like this is like an advice article, because there's letters. So let's see. Let's try this one. Dear Gay Head, most of the kids in my school have habits I don't like. But if you aren't just like them, you're called a square. How can I be liked without acting the way they do? Sharon. So Gay Head's advice is, there's a little good in the worst of us and a little bad in the best of us. Look for the good in other people first. When you have an honest compliment, pass it along. When you are genuinely interested in what they're doing, share your enthusiasm with them. When you don't approve of what your classmates are doing, be honest about that too. You don't have to go along with them in everything, but don't be critical out loud. If a situation makes you uneasy, find an excuse to slip away. Live up to your own ideas of right and wrong. So I'd be curious if these are real letters from readers or if they're fake and like just made up by the editor in order to get answered. And this one's about to respect your parents. And this one's about to be true to yourself. This one's about being a good friend. And this one's about showing appreciation. Let's see, joy to the world. And this is about, it looks like kind of like volunteering type stuff. Yep. Team volunteers run up jolly little clowns for Christmas fun. And here we go. Make sure I'm not missing any pages. It's about teacher, you in your career. So it's a career-based article. Labor of love. This one's about a teacher named Gail Swenson. Let's see, no trespassing. Oh, so this one is about needing privacy for yourself. It looks like interesting. And then let's go, come join our sleigh for a jingling journey across Christmas USA. Okay, so this first one here is the Christmas scene at Rockefeller Center in New York City. 75-foot tree is decorated by more than 800 lights. Choristers at the foot of the tree sing carols. So this is still a tradition today. Let's see. This one is 5 evenings before Christmas. The ship Valkyrie travels 70 miles on its way around Seattle, Washington. Carolers' voices are amplified through loudspeakers so that all the people on shore can listen to and be moved by the strains of Silent Night. So if you are from Seattle or know anything about that, drop a line in the comments as to whether they still do this. Bringing in the Yule log is still popular in some parts of the country. Amid songs and cheers, the log is dragged to the fireplace and lighted with a piece of tinder left over from the preceding Christmas. And this is just, it doesn't mention any place in particular. It's just a log. So a Yule log is an actual log, at least in this tradition. And then some families cut down their own Christmas trees, others buy theirs in stores. To have a lighted tree in the home is traditional. The custom came to us from Germany, but it didn't gain a firm foothold here until after the Civil War. Let's see, this is about carolers. Caroling through the streets is one of the old-fashioned Christmas traditions that's a part of the annual celebrations in Williamsburg, Virginia. A group in costume stops in front of a lighted window. The light means Christ is welcome. So, Williamsburg, Virginia, is basically colonial Williamsburg, Virginia, where there's a lot of like living history reenactors and everything's kind of set up to be old-fashioned, and it's pretty cool. I really like it there. I've never encountered real carolers going house to house.